having sex with like the same person over and over again?
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tommy Daniels. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's so good to have you here. If you're yet to subscribe, please do so. I film about faith, lifestyle, property, relationships, marriage, love, all that good stuff. So there's definitely something that you would enjoy on my channel. So please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from or what you think about this video. All right, as you can see in today's video, I've got a lovely guest. Well, she's a returning guest because you've seen on my previous video. If you haven't seen the video, we filmed a video together previously, talking about, like, you know, getting a student visa. So just check that out as well. As I said, I have a varied type of content on my channel, so definitely check that out. All right, if you don't know who she is, her name is Anjola Okwade. Hello, Anjola. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
I'll just leave you to introduce yourself in 2 seconds. 1 or 2 seconds.
My name is Anjola Okwade and I'm a student.
Right, thank you. Welcome to my channel. All right, today's video, I love it. I love the topic, as you can see. First of all, like, I love love. If you know me, you should know that by now. I love relationships. They literally, like, I could talk about it all day. I love marriage. I love, like, you know, a good love story. Also, check out my video about, like, how God wrote my love story. I'll link it somewhere, or just check it out on my channel. So you definitely enjoy it. All right, today Anjola is going to be asking me questions that the single people are too afraid to ask their married friends, or just questions that, you know, she's been wanting to know. She's got help. She's got the help of you know, some questions on the internet, and I guess you can mix it up with some of yours as well. All right, and this is a no holds barred, so I'm gonna be spilling all the tea, right? I'm gonna speak it for all of us married folks, well, from my perspective. All right, let's get into the video. All right, question 1. I'm ready. Bring it on.
Question 1 is coming from something that I even saw from you guys, and from your sister and her husband.
Okay, I'm ready.
PDA. Is it really necessary? If you guys don't hold hands in public, will the restaurants go in flames? Sit down.
So do we have to?
Yeah, it's really necessary.
Yes, it is.
Really?
It's not like I think it's down to personality.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much down to personality. And I think between myself and Shay, I think that I'm more. Shay is my husband, by the way, in case you don't know. I think I'm more. Am I? I don't know. I think I'm more into or more interested in PDA. However, to be honest, when it gets to it, I kind of get shy. I'm like, I can do it.
Really?
Yeah, but like I like the idea of it, but like when it really gets to it, I'm like, I can get shy. But yeah, I think it's good, and it's also because the truth is, like, when, you know, there are healthy marriages and good, you know, Christian marriages, it's nice to be able to show that off, like, and for people to see that, you know, things can be done correctly, because you see that a lot anyway. Like, you see, like, underage kids, like, you know, doing all sorts of stuff on the road everywhere. So why not show, like, you know, a good, healthy relationship as well? It can be inspiring for people, I guess.
Okay.
And then, so, like, people, because some people also think marriage is boring, and oh my god, like, you know, it's only when you're in a relationship that you get to do stuff like that, and then once it gets to marriage, it's just like, oh yeah, where are the kids? Have you cooked? Have you done this? Have you done that? No, but it can be fun, and it is fun. So I think it's nice, and it's down to your personality, I guess.
Oh, okay. So this one, right, is from all the popular, like, wedding posts that we see. So did you marry your best friend? Or did they become your best friend after? Or, like, is your husband your best friend?
100%. He's my best friend. Was he my best friend? Yeah, I think we had a very, very short
so, like, all your other best friends, just cut them off.
I didn't really have I didn't cut them. I did a video about, like, I can't remember. What was the video about? Something about not being as close to my friends as I used to be after marriage. And whilst that did not happen, I didn't plan for that to happen. It kind of just happened. But yeah, my husband is my best friend. I guess I got less close to some of my friends after marriage, or even, like, just once we
because of your husband, or because you were married, or because they were single, or what?
I think it's a variety of things. Okay, so my sisters are also, like, my
true,
best friends. So that didn't change. no, I don't think anything changed there. But also, like, understanding that, you know, this person is also just navigating this new season of their life. So I am learning. I'm just trying to, you know, it's like it's a new season to change. So not that, it's just like maybe starting work. Maybe you've been a student all along, you're starting work, like it's a new season, so you may find out like previously maybe you hang out like you talk to your friends like every other day, and the next thing you can only do on weekends because you're still navigating this thing. So it's not so much about the marriage, it's just so much more, it's more about like the season of my life. And I'm still, I was learning to navigate it, and you know, really truly cleave, like, you know, the Bible talks about yeah, you know, cleaving. So it's like really living and, you know, cleaving, but not like I intentionally decided to cut anyone off.
Okay. Not bad. I'm happy for your friendship. And since you guys are best friends, what do you talk about every day?
People. Okay, no, what do we talk about?
Gossiping.
Well, honestly, that's one of the things I love about. I love the liberty, and I think I was telling you earlier, like I love the liberty that marriage brings, and where there's like full transparency, where like honestly, like we can talk about any and everybody and dissect a situation. It's not gossip, like at that point, as far as I'm concerned, like it's not gossip. But apart from that, like I think for one of the things we also talk about a lot is probably business, because we do business together as well, property. Okay. And property investment generally. So that's probably two things. Those are two things that you probably, that we'll probably talk about every single day. Well, no, we might not talk about people every single day. I think I'm more likely to talk about like property every single day. Okay. And also like church stuff. Like, because again, we're quite like heavily involved like in church. So, yeah, we have a. I think it's just.
So you guys are like partners in many ways.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
Comes up and comes off. Oh, okay, so this one I'm very interested, right? Because you guys recently did the whole Maldives vlog, part 1, part 2. I'm sure there's part 3 and part 4, but you didn't want to overload us. And there's this iconic picture where you were sitting at the beach. In fact, you had so many pictures where it was like only 2 of you, no camera in sight. do you have a wedding photographer that like follows you about, like your payroll or something?
Honestly, if you want to apply for
keeping up with
the Daniels. No, but I think those particular pictures you're talking about, I would show them here. I think it's we did a photo shoot. We did an actual photo shoot with
really?
There was a photography package in the resort, so they did that. But also I do have a tripod. We had a tripod, so some of the pictures that you see, like, okay, I think there was some, like, if you watch the vlog, you see like in the room where we're like walking and trying to do like some cinematic. That was all like with a tripod and like just pressing the remote control. So.
Oh wow! So it's thank God for help your marriage. Yeah. Okay. So, I know that like for you, right, before you got married, you know, like you have videos on your channel about how you were single for a long time, and I think your husband was your first relationship. Yeah. So, do you miss singlehood? Like, do you miss your alone time? Do you miss like being Tommy, that's Tommy, and no extra person?
Honestly, there have been times where I've missed like alone time. Good example, there was a day like we'd been, because obviously I'm working, well, not obviously, but I've been working from home for a while, and then so he's been at home as well. Well, yeah, I'm more at home than he is at the moment. So I think we've been, that particular day, we've both been at home, and he went out. And I think it was supposed to go out like for a few hours. So in my mind, and it was kind of just like close of business. So I was just like kind of getting ready, like turning off my laptop, and I just wanted to relax. A long day. I wanted to relax, maybe watch some YouTube videos or just chill, like, you know, have alone time. And then he called me and said, oh, maybe he was on his way back or something, genuinely. Like, no, he didn't even say he was on his way back. Maybe he just came back quickly. I'm just like, and I was genuinely in my heart, like, I felt like, oh, like, why are you back so soon? I didn't say that to him. And in my mind, I thought, oh, like, you know, I just really wanted to, like, chill. And then later on, like, I think that evening, or maybe, like, some days after, I ended up telling him, we just laughed about it. But yeah, genuinely, there have been times, but it's few. Like, I honestly enjoy, like, spending time together. And then occasionally as well, I've missed, like, you know, this period of my life where, like, I was just, you know, I guess I didn't have that much of a social life.
Yeah,
Well, I
okay.
did to an extent, but like I've missed like being with my friends. Sometimes like then we used to be together because I lived close to them, so it was kind of like we used to hang out a lot. Like so I missed that, but not to the point of oh my god, I wish I can go back to that era. No, like it's just I guess it's just think back sometimes
Okay.
and miss it. So but also because I'm quite I like my alone time, so we still have alone time like
Together.
to get not necessarily no we don't have to like we can be in the same house but not be together in the
Oh,
same
okay,
place.
okay.
And yeah, so I think that's still that we still have our individuality, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself taking a personal trip anytime soon in the future? Like, just you?
Just me, I don't know. Because I never even did that, like even
Oh,
whilst I
okay.
was single. So I don't know. I feel like it'll be boring. Maybe a retreat, but like funny enough, like Shay was talking about like going for a personal retreat. I said you can retreat, like retreat in one of the rooms. Stay there, don't worry, I won't disturb you all day. But
Are
I
you
don't
sure you won't?
well, we'll think about it. I'll text him say, are you available to talk? But no, I don't really see myself. I feel like it'll be boring.
Okay.
And it's not something that I did before anyway, so I don't think that's so much about the married thing. Like, even if it's just a friend or if I just go there with someone else, we don't have to like do the same thing at the same time. And also I think I've not gotten to the place where I feel like oh my god I need space, like just like I need to breathe. Maybe like when we have kids and maybe I could now be like okay I just need to retreat a bit maybe at that point, but for now no, I don't really see the need for it.
Oh, nice.
Where did you say questions? Where are they?
They're coming, don't worry.
Okay.
They're coming. I want to ask you a personal question.
That's okay.
Because, I mean, how many hours? Why are married people always excited to see other people get married? It feels like once you find out that somebody's single, it's like, why are you single? What's wrong with you? When are you getting married? Why married? What? It feels like if you're not married, you can't sit with us. So, why?
For me personally, if I say for me, because I love, as I said, I love my intro was I love love, I love marriage. So if it's something that I love to talk about. So I don't know, like I don't know how to say why married people are, but I guess maybe I think people that you probably hear like saying stuff like that, I want to believe that maybe they're actually enjoying, their marriages, I hope. And so they're genuinely thinking like this is good, like come and join in the fun. But for me personally, just because I love love, I love marriage, I'm always interested in knowing that what's up, what's going on in that area of your life. Exactly. I don't know, I enjoy talking about it. That's the simple answer.
So that's your own answer.
That's my own answer.
I feel like we still need your husband to come and answer why, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So this one, right? Because married people as Christians, we are monogamous and all of that. How does it feel? Well, okay, let me still ask you. How does it feel having sex with like the same person over and over again, and like I guess we're doing this until forever, like until somebody dies or Jesus comes, like
So
nobody will die in old age, like wrinkly and old, but like forever and ever with like one person. How does it feel? Are you comfortable? Are you content? That?
And I think this is where the beauty of abstinence and comes in. Not necessarily celibacy. The celibacy is, I mean, please hear me right. Abstinence in the sense that I've never again I did a video about like our abstinence journey. So myself and Shay, like we were virgins till we got married at 26 when we got married. So there's nothing, I don't have anyone to compare with. I don't have like previous experiences to say, oh, like, this could have been Kule was so much. I don't know where Kule came from. I don't know any Kule, so please. So I don't have anyone to compare with. So there is no like there's nothing, it's not like I'm longing for like, oh, like I would need, no. And I think I heard someone describe like sex as they say like having like sex with one person or with your spouse, it's kind of like learning a musical instrument, like it's like over time, like you just get better and better with it.
If you practice now.
Well, yeah.
Because
so it's just like, so it should get better over time. And honest conversation, I was talking to okay, you will not mind me sharing this. I was talking to him last night and I was saying that like I've actually really enjoyed It's getting too deep and personal. Right? I've actually, like, in the past couple of months, that really enjoy that area of our life, that I feel like it's been really, really good. And this is like, what, 4 years on. So I think the beauty of it is you're supposed to get better. So I don't really ever think about someone or think about, or like, what would it be like with other people. And I think it's just not having anyone to compare it with, and that's part. So I don't have that baggage, or that's. Yeah, so I think that's part of the reasons why you should be abstinent if you are yet. And if you're, if anything has happened in the past or whatever, you can choose to celebrate from now and honor God with your buddies. All right?
Yeah, that was intense. Do you find it weird having to constantly, like, consider someone else in, like, making decisions? Because, like, we're talking about this before, about, like, for me, like, I really value... I didn't even realize that I valued my independence. Well, it has turned out that I'm pretty independent. So, like, watching you're talking about, like, maybe thinking of changing your hair or something. Yeah. Like, is it weird for you, or you just roll with it?
No, it's not weird for me. Personally, it's not weird for me to, like, have to consider someone else in my life. To be honest, at some point, I really wanted to, maybe for a different reason, but at some point, I really wanted to get married, because I was just like, oh, when I get married, my sisters can leave me alone. Like, they can literally, what I was thinking about, like, they can leave me alone to, like, live my life and make my own decisions, because then it's just me and my husband, like nobody's disturbing us, like, just leave me. This was more in line with, like, maybe, like, my sisters kind of saying, what are you doing, like, goals and stuff like that. So I was just kind of looking forward to, like, let me just get married, like, these people, they'll stop disturbing me.
They stop?
Well, I mean, but now I also have, like, more motivation to, like, even do stuff or get stuff done. So no, I don't think it's weird having to consider I don't find it weird. I feel like now it's normal, and I'm also, well, I guess I was also kind of that person, like, independent, but I felt like maybe I just kind of always knew that with marriage, it's not just you, like, it's now someone else involved, and it works both ways. I think where the issue usually comes in is when, one party, maybe in most cases, maybe the guy, feels like the lady needs to consider him, but he never considers her. I think that's usually when it's one-sided and it's just one person always doing the considerations, and you just think you can go off and make decisions by yourself. As long as there's a balance, that this person also considers you, also thinks about you, is also, makes compromises where you're concerned, and you're kind of happy to do the same. So that's the ideal situation. Of course, I know that there are situations where it's one-sided, and I guess that's a whole different ballgame. But no, I don't think it's weird. It just seems like it's normal. It's part of life, and also knowing that the person wants the best for you. So if they're saying, "Oh no, I don't think you should do this," and it's not like an authoritative, "No, you cannot do this." It's like, well, not in the military. So it's you also know the heart of. So if you're saying, I want to buy. So I want to do something to my hair, or I want to pierce, or whatever, like, and they're saying, oh, I'd rather you not, like, like, where they're coming from, the heart of why they're saying what they're saying. Is not because they're trying to be mean, or so I think all of that, it kind of all is woven into, like, your relationship with the person as well. So it's not like a standalone, I have to consider you, or you never consider me. So yeah, no, it's not yet.
Okay. Cool. I mean, since we're around here, right, there is, like, as we were talking, there was a word that dropped in my head, right? It's a word that, like, we don't like to hear. If you want to incite a mob, just talk about the S word in marriage, right? And you didn't use that word, but what you said kind of sounded like it, right? So, what do you think, or what do you know? Like, what's your take on submission in marriage, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I know, like, the S word. My take on submission in marriage is that, yes, I believe in submission in marriage.
Are you?
You're not friends with me anymore. Yeah, no, my take is that, yes, there needs to be submission in marriage. I know the Bible talks about, like, the wife, submitting to your own husband, but I think it also talks about, like, submitting one to another. So it works both ways, but, like, he has to, like, I feel like for any marriage in the way God intended it, for it to be, like, you need to be ready to submit. Particularly, there's probably going to be more submission. Please don't. Guys,
feminists are
don't
coming.
unsubscribe on my channel at this point. Just listen and hear me out, okay? I feel like there's going to be more submission coming from the woman. This is why I'm saying so. Not the woman. Actually, no. Let's be clear. It's submission in marriage. It's not like submission like women submitting to men. No, it's in marriage. So you're only submitting to your husband, okay? Right? Because the husband is the head, right? And this is a Christian home I'm describing. Like, allow me to put like all this caveats. I'm describing a Christian home. The husband is the head of the home. So he's leading the home. He's leading you as the wife. He's leading the children, and every other person that is part of the family. And so you need to, for someone to be the head, like, they need to have like followers, or for them to be the leader, like there needs to be a follower, right? So even if like you have all these great ideas and whatever, and it's not at the end of the day, like as the head or as the leader, the husband, you still need to like follow through, like you need to be able to submit to the leadership of the man. Now I know there's so many other factors that play into this, and which I said, is all woven into like your kind of the kind of relationship you have, where it's not a military. It's not like your husband just comes in and says, this is what we're doing. Like, that's not the ideal. Like, that this person loves you. This person communicates, shows it that they love you. That they show everything they're doing, like they're showing that they love you. So even when they're making decisions, that they're making decisions because it's from a place of love. It's not because they're trying to like prove a point or stuff like that. And also where they're submitting to one another, you can also see him submitting to you in some areas. So yes, I believe in submission. I believe that no matter how woke we get, we still need to submit, and it's for a marriage to be successful, like both of you cannot be the like head of the ship. Like something needs to give, and something is going to give at some point, and hopefully it's not the marriage that collapses on the back of it. But I do definitely believe in submission, but when it's from a place, like the ideal scenario is when it's from a place of love and there's genuine love between like both parties, genuine love and respect between both parties, it's easier to do. I haven't said that, there are situations where, people have maybe made a mistake, or something has gone on in the marriage and it's not as it should, and maybe the man is not loving as he should. Then does he still submit? That's a different, is she still required to submit? Or maybe where, there's just so many other parts to it. But ideal scenario, yes, submission is still required. So you ready to submit?
I'm good. I'm Gucci. So I was talking to you earlier about, like, I was just talking about how your name on my phone is still saved with like, was it hard for you to let go of your maiden name, or were you excited to take your husband's last name?
Yeah, because I like my I didn't really like my maiden name. I didn't really like my maiden name. Also I preferred
but like why I really like your maiden name is that when I was learning about what's that word, like a word that is the same forwards and backwards.
Oh, okay.
The word that is spelled the same. Like I remember when we were learning it in school, like I thought of it, I was like, it's true, it's the same forward and backwards.
Yeah, so no, it wasn't a problem, but I know that like for a while, and like I would say like I'll say Lawal instead of like my maiden name is Lawal. I would say that for a while I was saying my maiden name, and it's like if I say if I'm introducing myself, my name is Tommy, or like then you catch yourself like saying the name. And I think that was even a time like a while after, and I still said the maiden name. I don't think where did that come from, like I've forgotten a while back, but yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was I was excited to change the name.
Oh, wow. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like my name, I'm Anjola Okwade. Like,
it's part of your identity.
Yeah, I don't even mind like taking my husband's last name. The one that feels like a stretch to me is like first name and last name. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Please, let's.
Yeah. Some people, I think. Well, I had someone that did that. I think she just likes the idea of a compound name, so that was why she did it. Compound name can
be your former last name and your current last name. No?
Well, yeah, some people do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. So like something more intimate, and hopefully you can share, right? I remember last year February, my friend got married and I was on train, and it was traditional wedding. I remember when we were dancing with the couple, the Alaka, like that's the wedding MC, was saying, in 9 months time you'll be back, and I'm like, let them first enter the marriage now, like please let's have us enter, settle down, like once people in our culture, not even just in our culture, many people think of marriage, I think of kids, right?
Yeah.
Like, what has it been for you guys? Like, many times I see your YouTube channel, my goals, I like it. The acronym for it is DINKS, double income, no kids.
Double income,
No
kids.
kids,
Never
yeah.
ever.
Oh, really?
Welcome to the middle. What? I don't even know what.
I'm zillennial.
Right in the middle.
Yep. Best yet to be born. Yeah, so like I was like, hey, look at the things, having a good time, doing Dubai, doing Mauritius, Maldives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like what's the conversation like for you guys? Is there pressure from outside? If there is, how do you navigate it? Like, how are you putting people at bay? And what's it like for you guys?
I think that, to be honest, and I think I'm thankful for this. Like, there hasn't really been pressure like from outside. Like, in terms of like having kids, I think our families and generally people around us are quite respectful when it comes to that. So thank you, every single person around us. So no one is like going about like, oh yeah, like, you know, clock is ticking, which is so it's really nice. And I think we're just like, you know, kind of taking out this time to really like enjoy and knowing that, you know, it's not going to be forever, so I'm just soaking in, literally like enjoying like this moment, and then knowing that when that season comes as well, I'll remember. I'll remember this season.
Yeah, those kids are irreversible.
Irreversible. So we're going to think about, okay, can I return them after 1 year? Can they come back again?
Once they're there, oh god! And hopefully your kids are good and kind of respectful and like you.
Like you. They like you. But yeah, I think thankfully I think we're quite blessed in that regard. Like there's no like family like stressing us or like friends or people in our
it's a respectful community.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you to all of you.
Let me see one last question. Do you guys fight?
Yeah.
Who's first say sorry? I feel like I know the answer, but
no, you think you know the answer, and you probably don't know the answer. There was when we first started dating, or going to, I don't know, like whatever. When we got into a relationship, I don't know how my eyes watching. When we got into a relationship, I remember I was thinking, oh my god, like, what could this guy ever do to make me angry? Like I just felt like, oh, like I love him so much. Like I just thought like there was nothing, like I just couldn't imagine what the disagreement would be. And that just give me a few months from there. A few moments later. Literally like a few moments later. No, but we do, we have misunderstandings. Don't really hardly do we ever get into raising our voice. If it happens, it's like, why are you raising your voice? Like so it's never like we never like have any all this toxic disagreements or I think that's why I say like I love my marriage and I really love my marriage and I thank God for it every single day. Like thank God for my husband and for myself because I'm such a wonderful wife. True. But yeah, I honestly I don't have any but of course like with the constant like misunderstandings, he annoys me, I annoy him, but it's life, we move on. I will say sorry first. What do you think it is?
No, I don't know anywhere.
No, say what you think it is.
I feel like she say sorry first.
I knew that's what you think. No, it doesn't. I say it first. And I was at this even caused an argument.
No, why
recently
because
I was
sorry?
like, because then I'll not be like, no, this guy is, because I feel like the kind of person I am, I don't like to keep grudges. I don't like to know that I'm not I don't like to keep grudges. So I'm always like, you know, just wanting to like break the ice immediately. So sometimes, a lot of times, I'll not be like, I'm going to go out of my way. I'm going to make sure that I will just continue doing my thing. I'm not going to say anything whenever you're ready. But most times, I will still end up
for you.
I was just still end up being the one that saying, I don't know, necessarily saying sorry, but just trying to like talk about it, like, oh, like, do you know that's so annoying? I'll just bring up the topic again, and that was I was like, why is like I was the other thing that I was like, it feels like you're taking it for granted that you know that I will be the one to always come back and blah 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 blah. I think I tend to apologize first, but maybe also because maybe most times I'm the one that's wrong.
Hey,
well, you didn't hear that.
I heard it. I can help you tell them. Okay. One more question, right? So you guys go on all these amazing trips. You've talked about funding it through property and all of that. Like, who plans? Who decides? How do you guys go about it?
Who plans? Well, I've planned most of it.
Okay.
I think I've planned most of it, if not all of it. In terms of like maybe deciding on whatever, I'll show him. But most times I think I'm the one like coming up with, okay, let's go here. Like, what do you think about this place? But then also my sister, shout out Icon Travels. She has like a travel agency as well.
It's only for couples, because
No,
that's the vibe I get. I feel excluded from Icon Travels.
It's not.
It feels like if you're not married.
Which is why you should get married. See why your married friend wants you to get married. No, because if I came to you and I said, oh, Anjola, would you like to go on this trip to the mall? The first thing is like, oh, I need someone to go with. But like, yeah,
No, that's not my first thing, no, but if it's with 10 of you, I'll not be number 11.
Exactly.
No, I'm not doing it.
Exactly, I'll be awkward. So this is why we want you to get married. But no, shout out to Icon Travels. They also help, like, she helps with this, like, getting discounts or getting like amazing deals and all this, like,
nice.
luxurious locations, which is my favorite way to travel now. So send in funds. But yeah, any more questions?
I think we're good.
Okay,
Good shit over here.
It's really, really fun. It's nice to hear, and
Thank
hopefully
you.
you guys
Thank you.
enjoyed watching it as well. I have a feeling that this video is super long, but that's good because you can enjoy listening to our lovely voices and hopefully learning something from it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tommy Daniels, and thank you so much, Anjola.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes. Goodbye.